Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. So, last time I logged out actually in the exact same spot where I am. And without further ado, I'm just gonna complete this quest. I need 5 more monstrous plague bats, and as if you saw the last episode, you probably recall that I had to log out because the server was rebooting, I suppose. And I remember back in the day in vanilla, it was always, even in, I guess, the Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, etc., etc., it was usually Wednesday night that the server would reboot. And it was sort of always, you could say. But here in hardcore, where, you know, there aren't that many sort of patches to implement, I think it's often been like that there was no reset. But I might get it wrong, and I just haven't been online when they actually sort of did reset. I don't think it has been every Wednesday night. Interesting botanica here. And another thing that was a little interesting is that this guy, there was a mob around the corner here. Gargoyle or something like that, he looked like. He had is that this guy? But yeah, again, average victim level 41.9 for level 57 mob. But there was some other mob, Gargoyle. I think it has an average victim level was level 2. I think he's there, by the way. This guy, average victim level 2. So someone with a very low level must have been around here and got knocked silly for some reason. So I guess I wasn't quite aware about this guy. I think I'm just gonna pretty much dump him. As I have to look for the last few mobs a couple of 100 meters away, you could say. And it's always a risk sort of having aggro, and if you say accidentally run into more aggro and you get dazed, but I just dumped the aggro there, then you could find yourself in trouble, of course. So, nice little lookout here. I think I'm gonna get my mana back, and we got one of the guys there, and I just need one more then. Wanted to pull him before he got too far away, so I used Moonfire. Yeah, pretty nasty silence effect these guys got 10 seconds. That's a long time if you're in trouble, alright. So we got a Plague Bloom here and the final bat as well. Not to mention a lot of patrols crisscrossing the area, so I'm just gonna see where everybody's going here. And a bonus dream foil if there's not too many mobs around. Seems to be some minor Argent Dawn camp here. And yes, it does feel a little odd, sort of walking right into a camp filled up with humans. I mean, they look like pretty much like the guards of Stormwind or something like that. Anyway, back to Hand In, and oh, this looks kind of weird. Okay, so there's some sort of massive fight below water. I'm just gonna check this out. Really odd. Someone's really duking it out here below water. That's kind of interesting. Okay, I suppose it's part of a quest or something that's... I don't know. Seems really... I don't think it's intended that they should fight this out on the water, though. But what do I know? I'm not that sort of familiar with the zone. So, in last episode, I had a little encounter with the 60 Elite Big Bad. That's a quest mob. I'm trying to avoid him this time, so I'm kind of looking for the road here. It was the mob that sort of gave me... I was kind of grinding these bats here, and one of these guys that I had rooted, he gave me... well, I managed to get social aggro. From... Well, I was fighting... I had sort of opened up on one of these bats, and then I saw the big bat come, and the mob was maybe, I don't know, half dead or something like that. And I had rooted the mob, so I couldn't sort of unroot it, you could say, in order to get it closer to me, because I saw that the big sort of the level 60, or is it 60, maybe even higher than 60, I don't recall. But let's say it's a 60 elite. I didn't feel like fighting that one at all. But as the big bat came beside sort of the smaller bat, it got sort of social aggro, because actually it flew by the smaller bat initially, but then the smaller bat sort of got out of the route, and then it must have made some kind of, I don't know, scream or whatever, and it sort of triggered the big bat as well. So all of a sudden I had the mob that I had pulled plus the 60 elite, even though I wasn't close to the 60 elite at all. But that's what to be expected. Oh, and by the way, I logged in shortly while there is a Nax group, Nax Ramas group in... Well, they aren't in progress now, but apparently they were raiding today. There was a 60 mage that died there. And he was killed by another player. So I suppose there's some kind of mind control stuff, something like that. And yeah, and shit happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not kind of duking it out during the raid with a duel or something like that. That would be pretty hardcore, though. Truly hardcore over loot, say, in the middle of a raid, start a Magora duel or something like that. Anyway, let's head in.
What is it? Embrace the shadow.
And
trust no one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna engage here in my first 60 quest, I think. I feel up for it. I'm brave. So it's all the way up here, and I'm just gonna follow the way the road back here. Pretty wild rewards here, but I'm not, yeah. I suppose I'm not used to doing a quest at this level yet. So far it has been like level 55, maybe a 56 or something, and now we have 58 and a 60 as well. Let's see what this one rewards. 486. I suppose that's pretty much the highest amount you can get for a 60 quest, unless it's an elite or something like that. But you could say it's well paid to be level 60. You could also say there's more at risk, meaning that you've sort of invested a lot of hours in your character to get here. I mean, compare it like to say when you do quests as level 5 or 10 or something like that, and you'll typically get like, say, I don't know, 80 copper or 1 silver or something like that. Let's see if we can get this Plague Bloom. It's right there. Not too much trouble. Yep. Okay, so from what I can see, I have to kill 24 mobs and get a registry. That's probably a book or something like that. And yeah, I was talking about sticking to the road. But if I do that, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it. It's a bit of a sort of a detour, you could say, compared to, yeah, could go for a straight line, but the straight line is usually a bit more dangerous though. And that 60 elite bat was roaming around up here somewhere where I have to cross, so yeah, I suppose this is safer. And what I was trying to avoid is this sort of, yeah, well, it's a small village here, Corin's Crossing, infested with the Scourge, sort of the baddie undeads, you could say, not the wolves from Undercity. Seen with the horde glasses, of course. And by the way, usually when I have these kind of quests where I have to kill, say, a lot of mobs and then get some kind of item, I'll usually work initially try to locate the item, because usually you can always kill the mobs. It's not a problem. Well, it could be. I don't know how they're packed up there, and if maybe, say, the past riders are more rare than the rangers, etc. But usually I'll go for the sort of work towards the item that I have to pick up or interact with in whatever the quest is all about. I can usually always kill the mobs. That's usually the easier part. That's naturally not always the case. You could have a quest, say, inside a dungeon where you have to kill some pretty badass, say a level 62 elite or something. But that's another type of quest. I've kind of done these quests before, actually, where I had to kill some, well, high elves or night elves or whatever they are. There were some in, I'm just going to show you, right next to here in the hinterlands, actually here in the Queldanai, however you pronounce it, lodge. And as you can see here, I think up here, it's some kind of lodge as well, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, Quelithian Lodge. So I suppose it's the same kind of sort of elves, and there's even a sign here that's most kind of them. Holy moly, that's a big worm. 61 elite. I think I'll pass. So I noticed, well, naturally he's big, but there was a lot of worms before, and they were pretty big as well. So I sort of saw him with, you could say, with one eye, sort of. But it was, yeah, it was more like the other worms were. They were neutral. They were yellow to me. Whereas this, what I noticed initially here was that the big guy there, he was hostile. He was red. We got a flower here again. Sorry guys, I can't help it. All this flower picking, but it's pretty much right where I am. Not a big detour. And again, about the towers here, you don't get flagged just being by the towers. But if you want to sort of capture the tower, you have to be, as it says here, you must be flagged for PvP in order to sort of flip it. It's Alliance now, and I suppose if I went, which I'm not gonna do, I have no interest in it, or at least not right now. But if I wanted to sort of seize this tower, then I would have to enable player versus player, and when I suppose it's pretty much like a battleground, you could say. Then you have to stand here and you have to wait for probably 5 minutes or something, a pretty long timer, so Alliance actually have some time to respond. And then in the end, the tower will flip. And you probably have to do that with all 4 towers, and you can probably complete some kind of quest or whatever. And hooray, it's Horde towers now. Anyway, I think the lodge is... Holy moly, there's a lot of flowers here, but these aren't that valuable. Okay, so the lodge is up there. That's very like elvish kind of building. I'm just gonna explore here. Mr. Adam don't really have anything to add. But it doesn't look like the right way to enter the area. I'm sort of constantly checking the local fauna here so I'm not accidentally riding into some area with, say, 62 elites or something like that, because like I said, I don't know the zone that well. It's been many years since I was here last. Let's see. Yeah, this looks more like it. So we got some kind of dirt road here. And yet another flower. Dreamfoil and Plague Bloom are flowers for, or ingredients. Well, it's herbs for high-end potions and elixirs. So they're worth picking up, and typically they are sort of the... you could say the ingredient that, let's say you need one of a rare ingredient, say like a black lotus, and then you need like maybe 20 or 40 of these that I'm picking up here. So this is sort of you could say the other, not the main gate, but the other gate to Stratholme, and you need some kind of key in order to be able to use it. I think it's yeah, well, it's, as it says, it's just another entrance to the instance, but there's probably something smart about going in that way. Anyway, let's find out how we are actually going to get up to the lodge here. And I think we got a winner. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I might as well use my stealth here and let's go up and see where the registry actually is located. So this guy, I can tell you already now, is the lethal one because she is the one that looks like a she that sort of connects the dots. You could say the patrols. It should be pretty easy for me to kill the rangers, and they're all rangers. Yeah, I think so. As I can root one and then face tank the other, and there's plenty of space to sort of get away from there as well. Then we got more rangers here and some path striders, sure. But before I start engaging with these guys, and as with a quest like this, I'm pretty sure you're on a timer because you will have respawns eventually. So it's hopefully gonna be a quick in and out mission. Yeah, I'm just gonna leap out here because there was a patrol coming my way. It's kind of odd, but it's supposedly the item that I need should be over here somewhere, but I can't really see it. Oh. Okay, so there's actually a rare here. I'm just gonna mark him. So my idea would be that the item that I need is inside of the bookcase here, as it's a registry. Okay, first of all, before I do anything and I sort of my cover get busted, it would be really nice to figure out if I can actually sort of get away from here, you could say. In case that I all of a sudden get a lot of aggro. It looks like it. I should think that at least in cat form I should easily be able to fall down here. If I'm lucky, maybe even without taking any damage at all. I'm gonna test that, but I'd like to figure out if what it actually is that I have to sort of interact with here. And due to me finding this rare guy, it's a bit hard to see where I am, sort of compared to the mob. Okay, there it is. So whatever I need is this book here right between these two mobs. They are level 60, both of them. Interesting. So I think I'm just going to start from pretty much from below. And I'm just going to test. What I'm actually testing all in all here is I'm just going to fall down. I don't think I'm going to take a lot of damage, not in cat form. But what I was testing there is sort of my escape route. I'm always preaching that, you know, you should have an escape route. And I'm sort of as I haven't done the quest for many years, I don't remember this quest at all. It's a good thing to you know scout it out before you engage in it instead of just trying your luck really. So it also gives me a good idea about how much do I need to buff up. And to be honest, I think I'm just gonna go all in here. I mean, I got plenty of these buffs, so why not use them? After all, it's my first 60 quest, you could say. I'm just gonna mark this guy. For starters, it's the one that sort of connects the other patrols. So that's my initial headache, you could say. So all I could do beside this is food and Rumsey. I might even take that eventually. Let's see if we can do these guys one by one. Yeah. Okay, easy peasy initially here. And yeah, it's a good thing to, face tank some of it, see how hard they actually hit. And they are felt, alright. Also good to know that they cast Fairy Fire, so I can sort of go stealth as I feel like it. So the Rangers, not very surprisingly actually, are kind of the hunter-like guys. There's another one here. I don't have to root them. There we go. And definitely time to replenish. So I got a Pathstrider here, that's sort of melee, so no need to take a beating there really. And they're also the ones that cast this annoying Fairy Fire. So I'm gonna replenish and then wait for the one that connect the dots. I'm sure she will would have someone killed over time here if people, don't pay attention. That you can, she can sort of pull two more than you maybe felt like handling at the same time. And it's a hunter as well, a Pathstrider. No, it's not. It's a melee. The others were called Rangers. And the final ones I need a Woodsman, and I haven't seen any of those yet. They're probably up on the top level. Still no respawns. If I accidentally pull more than one, then I'm gonna root one, of course, and then I have to face tank one as well. Yeah, that's the question. If I want to sort of engage in a 3 level 60 patrol, it's kind of nasty, to be honest. But if I want to do it, I should do it now. While I don't have any respawn sort of from behind. Could start with this guy though. It's a woodsman. And this is one of the melee guys as well, one of those that cast Moonfire. Oh, sorry, not Moonfire. I'm casting Moonfire, Fairy Fire. So it was easy enough to pick her off as well. So if I want to engage the 3 guys in the patrol, the question if I need to. I guess I'm a little spooked. It's gonna be my first 3 level 60s. So one of them I can root, of course, but I want to make sure I have an escape path. If I can't sort of... I'm gonna take a beating there, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna try. Maybe. So let's see, we got a woodsman, that's a melee. I can sort of take him out for sure. I mean, I can root him, and then I can kill... Let's see, we got a ranger and a path strider. Okay. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna root this guy and then kill this guy. That's the plan anyway. And while I do that, I have to take a beating now from both a melee and a ranged. Another thing is that they're reducing my armor a lot. Alright. So I definitely have to reroute this guy as soon as it breaks. It did there. I think I'm gonna heal. Then kill the rangers sort of for good, you could say. There we go. And yeah, I'd really love to not use my innovate right now, but I'm probably gonna have to, I think. It would be a nice cooldown to have for later, sort of. But I could sort of engage this guy and maybe club him, because the fairy fire is sort of running out now. I think I'm gonna do that. But as you can see, this is sort of... it's close to my limit of what's possible here. Meaning how many mobs at the same time. And good night. There we go. Yeah, so he's sort of reducing my armor, so they have a lot of, reduced armor, and that's a problem, because all of a sudden, if you have sort of fairy fire and thunder armor on at the same time, then... yeah, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, so I still got this guy marked with a skull, that's fine. I think he's solo, so I could maybe pull him out alone, sort of. That's what I'm gonna try anyway. To be honest, it looks like... I don't know if he's part of this patrol. I'm just gonna mark this patrol. I just think that this is sort of the normal patrol, and it just happens to... I'm just gonna see if I can get this guy out solo. I could. Nice. There's one less to worry about. There you go. So I think I'm gonna pull the rare guy now. I should be able to get him solo, I think. Okay, so he's ranged. I'm gonna run out of line of sight. And I got him solo. That's nice. Just gonna make sure I pulled him away from the other guys. Yeah, perfect. This guy is not gonna respawn right away as he's a sort of a silver dragon mob. And he seems pretty squishy, to be honest. There we go. Looks like, well, male with defense, you be... Alright, these two guys, I can sort of always do those. I think I'm gonna take the solo patrol here. And it's arranged again, and oh, as you can see here, we got respawns now. So I must expect that the path behind me is closed now due to respawns. And that the path will sort of close more and more. Eventually I'll have sort of, it's closed off here from mobs. So I think it's time to take these guys, the two of them here. And your turn. What I was looking about is that... not looking about. What I was looking for is that if I actually have my Arena Grandmaster equipped, it's better to have a trinket like that equipped. I could use that extra sort of 1000 damage absorbed. Oh, crap. So I got respawns here by the gate as well now. So it's getting a little bit crowded, you could say. There's a mob here as well. Okay, interesting. I'm just going stealth here. That means that the patrol inside will probably, or the 3 patrol that was here before will probably spawn before long as well. I'm just gonna equip my trinket. There we go. So before... okay. Yeah, this sucked. These respawns are really annoying. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna get more aggro sort of from through the walls and stuff, so I'm parked in a pretty bad spot here. Think I'm gonna have to use my innovate. Further, the reason why this is a bad spot is that I can't really see much here. I got really poor sort of vision. So I think if I want the registry, I'm gonna have to make my move now, or simply start all over, you could say. And now I've sort of used some of my really good cooldowns here, so let's for starters go stealth. So now I'm safe, you could say, but it won't be long before it's gonna be crowded here. Now I got the patrol from here, but there was a 3-guy patrol sort of going in circles here, and before long I guess I'm gonna probably get a lot of aggro from inside here as well. So what I don't want here is to pull 5 guys at the same time. Then I'm gonna be in trouble. But you could say now I have an escape route. I'm just gonna run over here. So what I'm gonna try here is pull this guy. See if I can solo pull this guy to me. Hopefully he can run this way down. Bingo. This is gonna work pretty sweet because then I can sort of pick the other 2 off here one by one. I was a bit slow with the route, but I think this is gonna work fine. That's 1, and I'm gonna pick this guy. You gotta love the root spell. Makes things a lot easier, or less complicated. So, let's get mana back. There we go. And then I'm gonna pull the last guy just for safety, and I need him anyway, he's a quest mob. But after that I'm gonna do these 2 guys and then get the registry. But I feel sort of, yeah, when I'm using a potion, when I'm using a mana potion, it sort of limits myself from using another potion. I think it's for 2 minutes or something like that. So I can't use a healing potion either. Oh, we got respawns here again. It's really sweet spot I've found here. So I can pick them off one by one and root them on the way to me. So I'm just gonna clear everything out once more here. Even though I sort of don't need these guys, you could say. For the quest anyway. This is just for safety, really. And we're gonna take this guy. Any kind of, well, actually you could do this as a melee as well. Simply just range pull them to you here. And what's good about this spot as well is that you got excellent view over the area, and you actually have an escape route as well. I think even a non-sort of cat or druid could, or rogue could sort of jump from there to there, at least with full hit points without risking too much. Yeah. I'll go full on mana again, and then I'm gonna go for these 2, the protectors. I'm gonna root 1. Oh, so they have this. Okay, they have some kind of, they're able to cast spells. I don't know what, but a knockback would be rather annoying. So maybe I should position myself somewhere else. So if they knock me back, I'm gonna try and be standing, so I'm gonna get knocked back there, not over the cliff, you could say. So I'm gonna mark this one with a skull, and I'm gonna root this. Oh. Okay, so they're kind of ranger-like. They seem to be doing a bit more damage than the others. But I guess I know why, because they're probably both shooting at me. Yeah. Oh. Oh, bugger. Okay. That sucked a lot. Yeah, okay, so I'll take the range guy first. It sucked that I got this patrol in the middle of everything. And I'm low on mana. Come on. Okay, so I'm gonna root the other guy here. So all I got of cooldowns is my first aid at least. There we go. So at least I'm at full hit points now. I think I'm gonna save up mana here for a Moonfire, and then I can just clobber, hopefully. Oh, that was nice. My innovator's back up. There we go, guys. Okay, that was a little bit stressing, actually. Okay, okay, great. The protectors have already respawned. Give me a... Oh, I actually got aggro from them as well. Jesus. Okay. I can't say I'm sorry about that. I got that cooldown back up. Okay, this sucks, guys. This really, really sucks. Oh my god. I'm dead. Yeah. That's the end of me, guys. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of stuck for words here, guys. That sucked. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I thought I had it, but I don't. So I'm gonna release here. As usual, guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, I made a couple of mistakes. I shouldn't have sort of pushed it this far, I guess. So as usual, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.